physically and emotionally, it can become very draining. To work with babies. The first 2 weeks when babies come, those that have been abandoned, even removed, when they come and live here, the first 2 weeks is the hardest because they cry, because they miss their parents, they miss the familiarity. Hi, I'm Marinja Scholz. I'm the project manager of El-Shammah Home. We're a child and youth care center based in Primrose on the east end of Johannesburg.
Hi, my name is Alistair. I'm the client liaison manager for El-Shammah. El-Shammah is a child and youth care center in Primrose. We look after abused, abandoned, neglected and unwanted babies from newborn to about 2 years. If it was just a job, you didn't need emotions. A job would allow you to make a bottle and to feed a child. But the emotional part of this job is when you interact with them, when you mimic or they mimic you, when you have a smile, you get a laugh, you get a fist bump.
They look at us as their primary caregivers, but not in the sense that we are just an organization. For them, we are the only parents that they know. So when they start talking, they call you mama. They call all the caregivers mama or mommy. They call me mommy and they call him dada. So it warms your heart that nobody tells this child to be calling you mama or dada or mommy but they feel the love that you give.
And so while they're here in our care, we give them that love and attention. We pick them up, we hold them, they meet their milestones here. And in one day you know that this child is going to be adopted, sometimes even fostered. And so it hurts knowing that you invest in this child and this child is going to leave.
All the staff here, they love the babies. And each one has a favorite. So when the babies leave, we cry. Very often the two of us, we're not here. We say our goodbyes in the morning. And then, we have a granny program also. So the grannies would also come and say goodbye. So from our side, it would be a somber day. But obviously we can't be sitting and crying the whole day. We have to move on because the other children, they also need attention. So the show goes on. Even though your heart hurts like hell, the show goes on.
As a couple that do not have our own biological children and doing the work that we do, it's very difficult. Emotionally, you feel inadequate because you can't do what you would like to do out there in the world. You can't save all the babies that are being abandoned because some of them do die while they're left in that dustbin, while they're left on that veld, and they become a statistic. The babies that come to El-Shammah comes because mothers and fathers have abandoned them.
When a mother abandons her baby, doesn't necessarily mean she's a bad person. It means that maybe she didn't have adequate resources. Maybe there wasn't support. There's a lot of maybes. And then you think of mothers that abandon their babies in velds and dustbins. And I get quite angry because if you don't want to raise a child, there's other options. There's baby havens like ours. You don't have to leave the baby in a plastic bag. You don't have to leave the baby on a veld, and you don't have to wish for the baby to die.
And then I look into my life and I look into God and I ask questions like, why would you allow us as a couple not to have children and then direct our steps to work in a place such as this? And so it's very, very difficult to think about parents out there, men that make these babies and women that carries them, and that don't even think about one day if they're okay, if they're making it, did they make it?
Caregivers, people in our industry, they do experience caregiver fatigue, where caregivers also gets tired, because remember, every caregiver also has a family. As a society, what society can do for places like El-Shammah is that to offer the volunteering service, because if a volunteer comes in and just plays with the babies, it takes some of that fatigue away from the caregiver.
Many times people come, they do things for the babies, we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts, but very little gets done for our staff. And when we speak of our staff, we speak of the caregivers that also has to go through the emotions that we face with the child being here for 1 or 2 years and then having to leave, and that they will never see the child. And they are the ones that physically makes contact with the child when it comes to feeding and changing nappies and the play therapy, much more than ourselves as the management couple. You can make a difference. If you cannot donate, you can adopt. If you can't adopt, you can foster. If you can't foster, you can volunteer. Just like our Facebook page, El-Shammah Home, spread the word, tell your friends and family about us, get involved as much. We need the numbers on our side. Our budget running this place is 55,000 Rand a month. That's 550 people donating 100 Rand. If you can't do that, you can donate your time. We at El-Shammah want to say thank you for listening to us today, watching this clip, and we want to salute each and every father that has taken up his role, each and every mother that amidst circumstances have decided to hold on to their baby.